Alright, let's get back to some No Man's Sky. Hopefully it's gonna pop back. Because this is how my game likes to act for me. There we go. Now it's back. Hello everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Welcome to 2021. Happy New Year. Hope everybody had at least somewhat decent holiday. Mine was pretty decent. I mean, I just was home, but I was home with my family, so guess it was okay. But yeah, welcome back, guys. We are gonna just play a little bit of No Man's Sky. I figured we'll have like a little chill session. I was gonna play some Slime Rancher at first, and I was like, I haven't played No Man's Sky in forever. And in a way, what's really the difference between me playing No Man's Sky and Slime Rancher? I mean, we're doing almost the same thing in either one. Either way, I'm still collecting some type of resource, so why not have a different atmosphere? And I can't be corny with my title with Slime Rancher, with the infinite possibilities, because that's how we're going to get to 2021. Trying to keep positivity alive. Let me get back to some of my... get some of this toxicity off. I'm gonna have to take this hoodie off. I was cold before I started because my dad was like really cold. Well, I don't even know why, because my dad turned the heat up, so that's probably why I'm getting hot now. So my room always is cold for no reason. So basically, I'm gonna try to... my biggest goal so far is I wanna like find more planets, but before I find more planets, because I'm the person I am, I wanna like go around my planet more first. Like, I wanna actually see what else is here before I go explore. Like, of course, if I play with more people, I'll like explore their stuff, but I feel like every time I play my own planet, like I just want to discover what else is here. So I'm just trying to get a few more resources first, and I'm gonna start like going around to see what else there is. Because the last time I played with my friend, basically we went to a different place, like we went to a different planet, and when we went to the other planet, pretty much I died. I couldn't find my stuff again, so all of my resources were lost. And I had a lot of resources. So yeah, that was fun. That was very fun. Oh yeah. And it's been so long now since I've played, it's like I'm also trying to remember everything at the same time, so do give me a little bit of as I also like remember all of the different things that go with this whole game. And it did take like a minute or so to fix it. And then I changed my settings because I'm assuming either it updated or when I did redid my computer, like my settings changed. Because I used to have it on standard, and then when I started up, it was on ultra, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why is there so much stuttering? Like, it was a little wild, just how bad it was. So I switched it to enhanced this time, because I feel like my computer could handle it now that at least I've upgraded some. So now we're on the enhanced stuff. But I want to get some more of these different resources, so I'm gonna probably go into my visor in a little bit to start to grab some things. Bushy, how are you? Happy New Year! I know that you said that you had to work, what, today and yesterday? But I still hope that your New Year was decent, at least. We're trying to hope for a good 2021. That's all we want. But how are you? And hopefully everything with my audio is also good too, because I haven't played this game, I don't think, since the new upgrade. You know, everything always likes to be a little weird when you could get back. Hey Candy, how are you? How's the night going? I'm over here trying to blow up my stuff. It's bad enough I don't have that much health. The one thing that I hate, but that I also low-key love about this game, is that you really gotta manage your life support a little bit too much. Obsessing over Critical Role one-shots like usual. Of course, I promise you, I'm going to get up to episode 11 soon, so that we can go back to watching the campaign together. I promise. I've been really slow, but new year, new me. I'm gonna do it. I promise. Happy New Year. Yeah, I called out today. I'm actually quitting. New Year's Eve was kind of the last straw that broke the camel's back, but I'm gonna try being more optimistic about things. Well, congratulations. Listen, I quit my retail job was 2 years ago, and it was the best thing that ever happened. I still need to get a new job, though, but you know. Oh, I should have looked that up. No, you gotta get to 13. You said 11 before. Okay, but either way, I'm gonna get to 13. I promise. I promise you. Either way. How have you been? I've been pretty good. Yesterday, like, well, I've been pretty good, but also, like, what? Oh, and then cancer wasn't the best before. Like, I low-key was, like, really scared that I was, like, sick at one point, because my mom kind of thought that she had the flu, and then, like, out of nowhere, like, my throat started getting real scratchy, and I was like, oh crap. So, I stayed in bed one day. I was super tired, and I stayed in bed, what was it, like Wednesday before I streamed, and then yesterday I was just like in bed all day. I didn't do anything. And I didn't really come downstairs until my sister came by, because she lives by herself, she never goes anywhere, so she came by to celebrate with us, and she wouldn't be by herself, and she was just like, where is everybody? Why is the champagne not open? Like, it's New Year's Eve, we need to party. So I didn't come downstairs, so she did. She, like, basically made the house more lively. And then we, welcomed the New Year by, like, playing Monopoly. So I play Monopoly with my family. And, I learned that my parents are hardcore with that game and are the ones that literally buy the entire board, and then like me and my sister, because you know when you technically aren't supposed to have like buy houses unless you own like everything on that color. So like me and my sister, we would be like, oh well, I only have one of this color, so I'll sell this to you, and we'd like sell it at like high rates. But my dad and my mom, they might, like my dad for example, I had all the red like properties except one, and I was like, so are you gonna sell me it? And he's just like, no. you're never gonna get this from me. And I'm just like, he's like, no, you're never gonna get it. So we called him the slum lord for the entire game because he owned all the properties like right at the go. The really, really cheap ones. Yeah, houses on it. Like when you went over it, the rent was only like $2. Like it was wild. But yeah. So that's what we played yesterday. And we played until like 3 in the morning or something. So it was pretty fun. What button is it? There we go. I want to start to see what's around. Ooh, what's this? Let's go look. Oh yeah, those stairs are not fun. They are not. My mom is a sore winner and loser at Monopoly. Oh man. You see, that sounds like my mom too, because like my mom desperately wants to win and my sister always calls her cheater because like we have to watch her because she'll pull one over you if like you're not careful. And like she just knew she won. She knew she won. And my sister did instead because she had all the railroads, and my sister had more money because my mom was just throwing money away because she was buying everything, every single thing that she saw. She was buying it, so she didn't win because she didn't have enough cash. Where am I going? What am I going to find? It's also hazardous. Ooh, a knowledge stone. Look at that. I'm glad you're feeling better. That's wonderful. I'm glad it went. Yeah, it was cool. And it helped make the New Year still feel like something, because before that, it really didn't feel like anything. I learned the word for trade. I just want to be able to talk to the different, like, merchants and be able to understand what they're saying. Like, that's my thing. How much stuff do I have already? Okay. The thing that makes me sad is that, like, I had this whole thing filled before I died the last time I played with Sam. Like, it was so filled, I didn't have any space anymore. And now I have to, like, replenish everything that I've found, and it makes me so upset. Vapor, how are you? Yeah, we're playing some No Man's Sky today. Did you ever watch Kevin play the game of life by himself? I didn't. I don't know why I didn't watch him play it. I watch him like almost every single game. I don't know why I missed that one. I actually, funny enough, was just watching his little 20-minute 2020 video that he does each year, where he just talks. He was getting mad at himself for winning against himself. You see, that sounds like something that Kevin would do. And I'm very, very close. I think I'm going to buy the hoodie because I'm such call me Kevin trash at this point. Like, I don't even think I can deny it anymore. I might as well just embrace it. I love that, man. Fantastic. I'm doing awesome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody who's actually here, to be honest. It's part of why I chose this game, so I could just keep saying the cheesiness of the infinite possibilities that 2021 will hopefully have. Because I'm trying to keep my positivity for the year. We'll see how long it lasts, though. See, the only thing I love about this, like, world is just that it's not hostile. So I can just like mine as much as I want. I think animals aren't hostile on this planet, but I think I have more like hostile flora, I think, on here than anything else. Because I tried to go inside of a cave the first time I played and I got scared because something tried to kill me and I just stopped. Do I still have the... Yay, I do still have that stuff. Can I just... Which one? Create... Flatten... Mine... Okay. I kinda just want to make a little cave to get away from toxicity for a minute. Is it gonna stabilize for me in here? said stabilize it before, so I'm gonna just keep going until it stabilizes for me, so I don't have to go to my house, please. Alright, it's not gonna do it for me. It doesn't want to work. It did it for me before once. Not stupid. I promise. Alright, I'm gonna go back to my little ship. Like, I came here for an actual reason, and I 100% do not remember what the actual reason for me coming to this side anymore. Was it a deposit? Was it a chest? I don't know. I mean, I did find the little stone, but that's about all I can remember. So I'm gonna go on back before I die. That's what's gonna happen. I swear to God, I feel like my dad was cold and he just turned the heat all the way up to like 85 degrees or something in this house. Like, it's so hot up here now. Plus, I think there was something I wanted to like, make. And I feel like I'm gonna have to, like, when I get to my house, I'm gonna look at my research and kind of see if I can understand or remember. That's the real word I should say. If I remember what it was that originally I wanted to do the last time I was on here. Because whenever I, like, step away from a game for a little bit, it always takes me a little bit of time to remember. But how was your New Year, Vapor? What did you do, if you did anything, even if it was mundane? So I know I had a pretty mundane New Year's, but it was still pretty good. I know, my toxicity is depleting. It's acid rain. I get it. I know. I know. Alright. Turn the heat down a little bit. Jesus Christ. Also kind of need to up my health. Let me fix my life support before I'm like close to death and then I can't do it or something. Life support. More than likely. I have it on one of those like Game Chops playlists where they just kind of like remix a bunch of different things, and one of their albums from The Last Airbender. So, yep. All right, what's in this area? Okay, there's an unknown building there. But why do I feel like I went to that building? Like, why is it? That shouldn't be unknown. That should be the trading site. All damaged machinery. Alright, we're gonna try and get some of these things. I'm gonna go to the damaged machinery for now. Sam! How are you? Yeah, basically, I wanna like gather supplies and like, oh, what the hell is that? What tried to hit me? Oh, stupid thing. But yeah, I am like trying to gather things, and I wanna try to explore a little bit more of this planet. Oh, this was that thing. I remember I was having the hardest time trying to get up to this thing because it's like low-key glitched. Let me try to go through. I wonder if my hole is still there. I made a hole over here one time and it made me go all the way to the top. So let's see if it's still here. If not, I'll just like do a new one. But oh, a new area. That's nice. Alright, we're just gonna, you know, have to do this. This is the only way that I like to go up to cliffs now. Like, why am I even trying to find other ways to get up here if I don't just do that? Alright, now where is this thing? Completely thrown off now. Where is it? This? Yeah, it should be this way, I think. Like, I want to regather all of the stuff that I didn't have from before. Or that I lost from before. Alright, give me it. So I can sell that stuff. Okay, but how am I supposed to get you now? See, this thing's called berry technology and it's not even inside of the ground. Like, no! Stupid glitch thing. Piece of stupid shootery. Stupid. Alright, what else can I get? I think I'm gonna go onto my ship and see if there's anything going on. Because I know that there's a ship someplace. And, like, there were certain things that I needed to get in order to be able to go in there. Because there's radiation on that ship. And it scared the crap out of me the first time I went in there. Because I didn't realize that, you know, something was going to kill me when I entered it. I started getting radiation poisoning. So, like, I got to figure out what cures radiation poisoning. So that I can, like, you know, go in there. Whatever the hell it is. Alright, so... Where's my house? Nope, it's over there. Because I only stay on, like, one side of my planet. So... For all I know, there's probably, like, deadly machines and stuff on the other side. And I've just never known. And then I'll just end up staying where my house is anyway. Those machines are deadly, man. At least in the beginning, because I'm still pretty, like, close to starting. I'm still, like, a noob in this game. So, like, I really don't have any equipment to shoot stuff with yet. Like, I don't have much. I'm truly just a miner right now. So I'm still, like, discovering different things. I want to upgrade my ship and stuff too. Let me see, what do I have? What can I make anything else for here? Yeah, we know, it's online. Buildable technology. Once activated, beacons provide a permanent navigational waypoint. Okay. Oh, there's a health station. Cost 5 salvaged. And a lot of stuff. Okay. Electrical wiring, batteries, solar panels, signal boosters. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. Alright, what about the other stuff that we can do? Oh, okay, that's just the same thing. Alright. Very neutral product. Starship fuel, metal, blah blah blah. And then what? Creature pellets. Oh, bait can be placed directly or accessed via the quick. Basic bait will attract creatures and cause them to yield. So I need to, like, basically collect all these things shit, pretty much. Who knew it was that similar to Slime Rancher? Okay, so we're gonna get in my ship, and we're gonna go find someplace else to go to, for now. I mean, if I have fuel. I don't remember how to fly, so we're gonna learn this together. Okay, not that. Yeah, it's nice I got a save out of it, but this is not what I meant to do. Okay. Come on, come on. Can you, like... How do I... Oh, wait. Hold... Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hold it. There we go. Now it's going. Didn't want to do it for me before. I want to see if there's anything cool around my place. Because I don't remember what's on this planet. I don't remember where anything is. It's a stress beacon over here. We'll go over here instead. Okay, so... Is that gonna boost it at all? Maybe I need to come out. And then, after I'm out, I'll go in. Because at the moment, I'm not going quick enough for my taste. Where the hell am I? Okay. Was that my planet? Huh? Okay, there we go. We want to go over here. There we go. Because they'll really make you, like, drive for an hour if, like, you're not careful. Oh, this thing's too buttons. Alright, come out. Come on, I just want to get to the beach. Come on, I just want to get there. Up, up, up. I don't, up. Crap, okay. Come on, come on, come on. Thrusters. Now is it finally close enough? Like, Jesus Christ. Come on. Let me just get to this one beacon. Like, oh, what? Hi, Lenny. How are you? I mean, I think that's still my planet. This better still be the same planet. I don't even remember anymore. I'm just confused. I'm confused at this point. I don't know what's going on. One moment it says 12 seconds, another minute it says it's a minute. Like, I can't keep up with where this beacon is anymore. I can't keep up. How are you, Letty? Where are we going? I just want... I mean, unless my game plays it. I just want to find this distress beacon. I wanted to go look at stuff. And I swear to God, it's the same thing. I think that happened to me when I played with Sam. Because... I wanted to take him to find the ship that I found, and then, like, I couldn't find it. Thank you so much for following, BB Bads. Hopefully you're having a good night. Happy New Year. You know, all that good stuff. So we're just gonna stay here for 38 minutes. I mean, 38 seconds. I'm pretty good. I'm still very new to No Man's Sky. I've only played like 11 hours of it, and after those 11 hours, I still feel clueless sometimes. But I'm enjoying it. I mainly enjoy the just mining things, but that's just how I am anyway. I just really enjoy getting stuff. Finally, I'm almost there. I swear to God, if I get here and there's a bunch of stupid little things here to kill me, I'm gonna be very upset. Oh, can't do it. Okay, never mind. Let's go back. Flying a little bit too fast. Alright. It's almost like I'm playing Saints Row again. I just never drive regular, obviously. Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty good. We're trying. We're gonna see how this goes. Where is this thing? Okay. Ooh, this isn't the big, gigantic, colossal ship that I was trying to find, but this is still nice. Oh no, they let you fly the ship. They sure do, and I am just as bad at flying the ship as I am with the helicopter thing. Oh. Oh. I mean, only thing that's really better than mine is just I think the damaged stuff. There's a lot of stuff in here, but they're all basically broken. I'll try to remember this. It's a cool ship, though. I just want to go inside of it. Can I, like... Alright, cool. So I can come back to it. I just want to come back. Look how cool it looks, though. Can I take anything from here? Yes. Yes, give me everything. Alright, cool. Yes, we're scavenging. We're scavenging right now. We're taking whatever we can find. Taking everything from this poor person who landed on this... Oh, I need a stupid pass card. That's fine, that's fine. I can take everything else. Your cam went a bit out of sync. Yeah, I've noticed that, like, and I don't know what to do to fix it yet, but sometimes, like, my audio and my camera go out of sync, and I don't know what to do to fix it. Part of me thinks it's part of the... Oh, I clamber into the cargo ship and find its black box. As soon as I touch it, a holographic image of a panicked reptilian trader appears. Perhaps it's a message for their superior, perhaps a loved one. It's impossible to tell, as the playback is hauntingly silent. In its final moments, the trader seems to point at some freshly installed ship tech before dropping to its knees in despair. Inspect recently installed ship, search for cargo. I want to inspect it. I discover the poorly installed tech that caused the crash. I scan its blueprint and now can construct it myself. Yes! An upgrade to the Starship's galactic scale sensors. This device allows the user to access detailed economic data about a system without having to visit. Oh! That'll be nice. Alright, I don't remember what I need, but I'll remember when I look at it again. Anything else over here? Okay. Saw something lit. Oh, over here. Whole bunch of stuff lit up. I feel like I was about to say something. I 100% do not remember what I was gonna say to you guys. I'm just gonna be honest. Do I already know what this thing is? Yeah, I do already. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna... Can I destroy you? Yes, I can. I'm just gonna take anything. I don't even know what these things are. Wait, can I... I forget how to... Oh, wait, I already have it. Okay. But yeah, so... We're just over here trying to figure out what... Oh, I need advanced stuff. These look so cool. And weird. What the hell is that thingy? You the same? No, you're new. How do I scan you again? I don't remember. Hold up. Elderly, calm, venom urchins. Okay. So they're technically fine. That's nice to know. Alright, where's my ship? Yeah, it's over here. Trying to make sure I don't, like, go too far. I don't think it can. Everything on this planet looks like it could kill me, but from what I'm noticing, it doesn't seem like anything wants to kill me. Everything just wants to get as far away from me as they can. Like, nothing wants to be next to me. The only things trying to kill me on this planet are the plants, pretty much. All the plants want me dead. Not so much the creatures. I'm just gonna go in here and get my toxicity back down for a second. Like this thing here. Where is it? That thing looks like it would want to kill me, and I tried to stay away from it before, but it's friendly, technically. Unless you hit it, then it's gonna try and kill you. But it's technically not like a messed up thing. Not enough fuel? See, I hate this game. Okay. Oh wait, what was the button? I did it before. I don't remember what it is anymore. It was... No, it was... What was it that did the thing? I'm over here like trying to remember the buttons also. Like while I play. So like... I'm trying to remember... No, not that. There we go, that's what it was that I wanted to do. So I want to see what I can grab while I'm on the side of the planet. So maybe I can find something worthwhile for once. Of course I'm stupid to do that. Oh, what are you guys hoping to do for 2021, if y'all have any goals? I know I asked during like the art stream before, but I don't think some of you guys are here. Because I have a bit too many different things that I want to do, and I feel like I need to... I'm trying to wait until my planner comes. Because I really feel like I need to just sit down and plan some of this. Or else I'll be here during January trying to do like 12 months of ideas in like 30 days. And then get myself overwhelmed and not do anything. So I feel like I need to like set some like actual realistic goals for myself to get accomplished, and like when I want to try to get them accomplished. Or else I'm just not gonna do any of it anyway. One thing I do know that I want to do, and you guys might see me trying to work on it either this month or next month. I think I'm gonna do next month though, just so that I'm not overwhelmed, because I'm gonna open my commissions up this month. I just have to do the little price sheet for it, but because I want to try to sell merch again, so I want to do a test and do a new piece of art for the t-shirt. It's still gonna be like I'm still gonna use some of the designs I had on the old t-shirts I had, but this time they're just gonna be digital instead of, you know, just using wrong thing. What is this? Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Where's the deposits actually? I want to get one of these deposits. Copper, ammonium, silver. Which ones do I have? Do I even have any copper? I do not even have any copper. We're gonna go get some stuff. Well, first let me get my ship again. Before I try to kill myself and don't have any. Oh, and there's a chest over here. All right, where's my ship?
Toxic protection
bit of that toxicity off of me again, as usual. But yeah, so instead of it being where it's just my acrylic like paintings as a photo on top of it, I'm gonna redo a couple of them digitally and put them on the t-shirts. That way it actually looks like it was made for the t-shirt and not just a piece of art on top of it. So and I'm hoping that it prints better that way, because this time, if it does do it right, like I'm gonna do like actual samples this time and everything, because even though I really liked I did like the company I was using before, because I liked the actual hoodie material that they used, but I wasn't always the happiest though about how it printed. So I'm gonna get a sample of this one. I think I'm gonna use Printful, because it integrates into my art shop pretty good. Oh, come on, why is there gotta be acid rain? It's gonna make my toxicity deplete more. But yeah, so it will integrate straight into my, well, wait, which ones are closer actually? That's 300, 500, 4. About the same. Oh, that wasn't a cadence. All of these are about the same distance. Or in shorter terms, they're all gonna kill me by the time I get there, so I might as well just go for either of them. Yeah, and then I won't have to, whoopsie. And then I won't have to have people going to a bunch of different sites just to see all of my stuff. Like if you want to see my merch, you can also see my merch. If you want to see my art, you can see my art. They're all on the same site. You can look at them all. And it'll just be a lot easier. And it still will work the same way as when I'd had my merch shop, because Printful will still be the person that ships it to you, and I'll still be the person that ships the art, like the actual art prints to you. So same thing. I'll just have to like make sure I really put that into the shipping stuff, so people realize that if they order a t-shirt and an art print or something, like they're not going to get sent to the same thing. It's just not going to happen. It's just not how it goes. Yes, give me all of the copper. Since apparently I don't have any copper at all, so please. The way that I kind of just destroy the land, and like I don't attempt to ever fix it, so there's just like always like big gigantic holes in the earth every single time I mine it. And I think I'm gonna continue to just keep it like that, so that I know that I went there already. Like, I don't want any confusion with myself that I got something here. It'll help me know that I did stuff. I don't even remember what I need copper for, but it looks pretty, so I'm assuming I need it for something. That's kind of like just my mindset with everything when it comes to looting and mining. Just like, I probably will need it. Eventually. Eventually it'll come in handy. When? I don't know. But that's not what we're worried about. I really want the copper and the silver, because silver looks cool. I mean, if I could find uranium, that would be really nice, because then I could just, you know, mine some uranium and make whatever the heck I want. Do I have... Oh, there's birds here? Hopefully they're fine, though. Where's the other deposit? It's 2, 3... Where's my... Shit, what the hell? Ancient data structure? That's... How close? Okay, that's almost the same distance. We're going over there while we go back, so that we don't die. I'm pretty certain that by the time we get back, I'm gonna be at like 15% health. Why? Because I always refuse to actually just use my health kits and stuff for toxicity. And instead am just convinced that the only thing that I need to do ever. What the hell is that? What the hell is this? I just know that this is gonna try to kill me. Ooh. Come on, give me the thing. Okay, that was nice, I guess. Gave me some navigation data. Alright, I'm gonna go to my small plane. And then I gotta be able to make some fuel. I did touch it, I did. Gave me data chips or something. Navigational data, I mean. Oh, it's a cave. I'm gonna go in there after I get into my plane for a second. Plus, I kinda personally just end up running back to my plane anyway because it saves. Like, the second you come out of it, it always saves. So that's my way to infinitely span my... Whoopsie, wrong one. That's the way that I just infinitely spam my saves. Because I can't just do it in the options, so I just keep getting inside of my shit all the time. I know, I'm almost dead. Come on, we get this. I know, my whole map is full of toxic food. I can't breathe. You think I have Rona. It's fine. I'll be okay. We'll just sit in my ship for like 2 seconds and I'll be fine. Oh, is that another storm coming, actually? Seems like it. Seems like there's about to be a storm coming my way. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna go in the cave next, though. And that'll, I think, technically save my toxicity level, and then also probably kill me from whatever's inside of there. So, you know, catch 22. That's what it is. You know, I should have put a marker down, but I think it's right there. I think that's it. I believe. Hoping. Y'all know how my memory is with navigation sometimes, so. It's a strong hope. What is this? Oh, maybe is it this? Oh, this is another one. This is a different cave. What's down here that's going to kill me? That's what I would like to know. Okay, there's no, like, cave over here. Okay. Can I get these though? Okay, that's fine. Still mine these, and then I'll go into the other one. What else can I take? Can I take all of these? Okay. That's nice. Always overheating this thing. I'm pretty positive, though, that in the other cave will be plants that try to kill me. Nothing really in here of that much interest, so I'm gonna go. Plus, I think there's about to be a storm anyway, so I'm just gonna run over there. Is this the cave? There's a lot of, like, little cavey areas in here. Yeah, this feels like a cave that might try to kill me. Bombs away! Alright. Oh, yep, there's cave stuff in here. Anything hazardous? So far, no. Strange object. Kill it? I'm Oh, this is that stuff that kind of like tries to kill you. Gimme. Oh. They always like give you toxicity. I don't even know what these pearls are for. I just remember that they gave you... Oh, what's over here? They gave you money though. What's in this? Oh, little dead end. These aren't things that I can get, right? No. Just looks pretty. Fine. Okay. I just knew that there was gonna be something else in here that I could take. These have nitrogen in it, so... What else can I take? I'm gonna take more of those pearls. Like, it might kill me trying to take them, but I'm gonna take them. Because what else do I have to lose? I'm just trying to not, like, get hurt as I do this. Like, I don't even know if technically it does hurt you or not. I just know that we tried to do it. And it definitely did something. Alright. Has the storm stopped? Is it safe to come back? I mean, if I can get the hell out, of course. Ugh! Okay. I'm back. Oh, and for anybody who doesn't know, your life support is also connected to your jetpack. So, the longer you use your jetpack, the less life you have. Just FYI. For anybody wondering. That is a thing. What's over here? Oh, there's nothing over here. Got a little excited for no reason. Damaged machinery. What's this? Which one's closer? I feel like the... I mean, they're both about the same, but whatever. We're gonna go to the damaged machinery instead. The runaway strat is underrated. Well, that's inconvenient. It's just very inconvenient. Do they plug it directly to your heart? Like... I think it's because technically life support is connected to your oxygen. So I'm assuming to make the gas to make you go up, and with your jetpack uses your oxygen, so you're just essentially letting out your life support to make yourself go wee. Like that's the essence of what it seems like. Like that's pretty much what it is, like, just so that you... Where'd the damaged machinery go? Wow, I feel like I didn't go anywhere. Okay, that's nice. But yeah, so that's essentially what you're doing. So just imagine you're just saying, get away from me! Stupid plan. So yeah, so essentially just to get a little bit more distance. That's what you're doing. Alright, fine. I'll use some... No, I don't want to do that. No. That. How do... There we go. What is this? What is this thing? Does it... Oh, my inventory's full already? Dag, it is. Can I use cargo? Can I put anything in here? I don't think I can, but... whoops. Whoopsie! I didn't even get silver yet. That's the crazy thing. Okay, so what does this thing do? Encoded navigation data. This highly portable data unit contains all relevant cartographical, whatever the hell that is. Information. I know what it is. I just can't say it right now. Information for a planetary region. And maybe trade it with. Oh. Okay. Now I know what I need to do. What to do for that. Let me go back to my ship then. Actually, where is my ship? Where the hell is my ship? Where's my ship? Oh, is this? How did it get over there? What? Well, they'll freeze. That's fine. Well, somehow my ship's over here, and I thought it was the other direction, but, you know. Whatever. That's fine. We're gonna try to get there so we don't die, though. That's the new goal of today. Come on, game, don't fail me now. Don't start freezing suddenly while I'm next to death. That's not what we like. Ooh, is that another cave? Or is this the same cave? This doesn't look like the same cave. Well, we're gonna go in there. Because it's gonna save our lives for now. Oh, that thing's dangerous. Okay. That's fun. What is it? Okay, I'm just gonna kill you real quick. Before you blow up on me. Looks like a bunch of like little pussy bumps or something. Does it not die? Technically? Does it just stay like that? Yeah, like why are you still there? Or how many of them was it? That's the real question. Oh, they regrow? Ew. Yuck. Not cool. Ew. Alright, where's the exit? I want to leave this place. It's a little gross. Come on, we can make it. We can make it. We can make it. We can make it. Come on. Okay. We did it. Alright, let's find my shit. Okay, we see it. We see it. I see it. So what I need to do, I need to try to see if I can make a launch thruster or whatever, so we can go back to my house, so that then we can power my battery for like 2 seconds so I can get to the other place again, and then I can give those chips to the Cardog, whatever that guy is that makes the maps, the map man, or the map Gek, since that's the race that lives in this system. Oh, stop it, Letty. Alright, we're gonna just passing through. We don't want no smoke. We don't want nothing. Just please leave me alone. Thank you. With your big ol' jaws. Alright. How do I make a thruster? Because I do not remember. I don't even think I have the space technically to make anything. I'm gonna have to put something. Can I put anything onto here? Oh, launch thruster. Starship fuel. Yeah, I need to get rid of something. Crap. Crap. Okay. I can't put anything on my multi-tool. Can I show anything? anywhere else. What do I not have a lot of? I mean, I can sell these things, but I didn't want to just throw them out. I wanted to, like, move it someplace. Can I... Can we... No, nothing you put it in. I can't put it in here. No. Oh. You're gonna make me get rid of it. Crystal fragments. Do I have anything? I don't have crystal fragments and stuff. Oh, I have silver in there. Oh, I have a geode there. Do I have a geode? I do have geodes. Great. And I should be able to stack those. No, I can't. Are they different geodes? Starship. Okay, great. That's enough for me. What do we need to make starship fuel? I need metal plating. So I can make that. Bam. Can I move this into... No, I can't move that one. Well, that's just great. Uh-oh. Oh, inventory management, you know. I think I'll buy this next time there's a better sale. You should! And then we can play together. And you can be annoyed by me by even more things, like usual. Oh! Is that projectile English? Yes, it is! Alright, we're gonna transfer you onto the starship. Perfect. Now we can make some starship fuel. And then... Oh, no, yeah. Now we should be able to charge it. Perfect. Now we can go back to my house. Alright. Welcome back, Lenny. What the? I hope that somebody else saw that. I really hope somebody else saw that glitch that just happened somehow of me standing inside of my house while I was inside of my ship. That was weird. That was really weird. Alright, so we're gonna try to find where my house is. Okay, maybe it was just black for you guys. But that was a weird thing. Where's my house at? Is it, I know it should technically show up on my map. Or at least I'm looking on the... There we go, there it goes. Trying to take 50,000 meters. So we're gonna come out again, like last time. And then go to the base. Because we're not waiting too long. You're gonna get Elder Scrolls Online? Let me know how it is, because I was thinking about getting it, and I wasn't sure if I should. But it looked kind of cool. Because I feel like I always hear where it's like, some people are like, it's great. And some people are just like, it sucks. So I can never figure out, like, if it's worth buying. Insufficient fuel. Well, that's fun. By the time I played about 2022. That sounds accurate, though. Sounds about right. That definitely sounds about right. I'm getting Manual, Samuel, Doom, and Slime Rancher, though. Definitely support Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher has been very fun. I think I'm getting closer to the end game of Slime Rancher, but like I still think I still like have a nice little ways to go with the story. But it's been fun. It's definitely been fun. I think I'm gonna get Vampire during the sale. I don't know when I'm gonna play it. I'm probably not gonna play it for a little while. But I think I'm gonna get Vampire. I gotta see if there's anything like cheap that I wanna get. But I definitely already have Vampire in my cart. But I think the next game I'm gonna play that I bought already, I think I'm gonna do the Outer Wilds. I think that's gonna be it. We'll see though. Because I might go to start the Outer Wilds and then start something else instead. It's a little too many. I'm a little too indecisive. But you know how I am anyway, so. Listen, I can always start both at the same time. Don't worry. I am gonna start Origins eventually. And I will have you help me set up everything. Yeah, because I'm gonna just take my time with both of them. I'm not really in a rush, so we'll see how it goes. Because I know I'm gonna restart Origins completely this time. So there goes my house. Alright, let's start to slow this down a little bit so I don't crash land again. Can we do it? Yeah! Look at that smooth landing, guys. Aren't y'all proud of me? Look at that! Perfection! So perfect! Alright, so we're gonna go get some star stuff. Once you play it, I can stop stressing about spoiling something. Yeah, I know. I know. Alright, how do I do this again? What do I need? Oh, yeah, I can just give you one of these. Great. Let's go. A1 landing. Thank you, Candy. That means a lot coming from you. We're gonna go here. Warp. Up. I don't think I can learn any more words anymore, unfortunately. I wish that, like, each time you went into the space station, that it restarted and let you, you know, learn more stuff. But I don't think you can. But that's also my terrible memory, so we'll see. We'll see if it works. Alright, yes, I know. Where's the map place? Are you the... Yes, you are. Oh yeah, I don't know any words. I forgot. The life form looks at me, traces of fear and surprise behind their eyes. It is clear they have nothing more to say. Great! So I can't even use these things yet. Because nobody knows what I'm saying to them. They don't understand me. Like... Can you teach me more words? Nope, they still won't teach me more words. That sucks. What can I do here? Alright. No, I wanna sell stuff. What can I sell? That, like... I don't mind getting rid of. Where's that stupid stuff? I don't think I need any of these. I don't think... Yeah, that's just junk. So I'm gonna sell all of it. Yeah. Sell that. Compact low heat microchip. I'm assuming that that's important. Do I need this? A glowing organic bulb harvested from the cave marrow plant found glowing underground. Cave marrow has proved resistant to domestication, and no farmable cultivars are known to exist. As such, marrow bulbs must be harvested by hand in the wild. I'm gonna assume that this is something important that I just don't know what the importance is yet. Okay, this is junk. Like, I just... What is this? Oh, it's a commodity. Extremely rare. Oh, that's a nice little amount of units. Gemstone formed over the course of centuries within the egg of a super incubatory species. Extremely rare. I'm selling this thing. Alright. That also gives me a little bit of space. I just want to sell my little navigation chips. But nobody wants to talk to me. I've already visited them all. Makes me sad. Alright. Oh, I can do more oh no, I can't request anything else from them. I'll move. Alright. I'm assuming I can't do anything here. This mission agent, because I can't talk to them yet. I need to learn more words. That's actually, I think... What did I complete? Oh, I earned money. Okay. But that makes me remember why I think one of my goals is to explore my own world a little bit more. Is just because I have to find more languages. Maybe I should try to see if this space system. I just don't really trust myself to navigate in space properly. So, you know, that's my only problem right now. I don't trust myself, but I want to find another like system. But maybe for now, I think first I'm gonna go back to my house or whatever, my base. I'm gonna see if I can find any more knowledge stones. And if not, then I'll leave my planet and just, you know, look for another place or whatever. Because I can't do anything until I know the words, which means it really makes no sense for me to even find another planet with other life forms yet, because I can't talk to them. This game makes you really sink some hours into it, just so that you can learn the bare minimum. I'm trying to open this popcorn. If it will tear, what the hell? There we go. Yes, no, I discovered it. Discovered it a while ago. Thank you. Alright. See, I don't remember what this thing is. They showed me how to figure this thing out briefly with Sam, but I was with Sam, so I wasn't paying attention. No, actually, they showed me it another time too, and I still don't remember what it was. Like, there's a specific thing you're supposed to do with this stuff. I don't know what it is. I can't remember. Like, was it... I don't think it was this thingy. Like, I cannot remember for the life of me. Like, what am I supposed to do for this? I don't know. I don't understand. It was something though. I don't know what, but whatever. Oh, is it like deposits or something? No, that one disappeared. Then why didn't these ones disappear? Whoop, whoop, you were falling off of a steep cliff. Whoopsie. Is it for this stuff? Just telling me that there's ammonia? That's weird. Okay, I'm still confused, but whatever. That's fine, I guess. Oh, it's for ore? Okay. Oh, things are rendering a little bit slow right now. It's making me wonder if I should swap to something else or leave it. Before I went to the other place, it wasn't taking the same render in different things. Now it suddenly is. It might just be one of those games where, like, you know, the games where, like, in the beginning it's fine, and then suddenly, like, an hour or so in, it just starts to chug. That's probably what it is. Which I did, because I have been playing for like an hour. Alright, let me go see if I can find any more of the knowledge stones, like I actually said that I was going to try to find. Ooh, look at the unrendered floor. That was cool. Alright, what can we find? We got deposits, clusters, buried technology, probably birds and animals and things over there, ammonia deposits. And no, there's gotta be more of these little knowledge places. Like, I know that you're around. The way they run is so quick. Oh, there's one. It's like, I forget every time I come to my planet, I go to that exact same one every single time, because it always teaches me a new word. But I want to find some new stuff. So I'll probably go and look, get on my little... Oh, is this new? Oh, I didn't open these yet. I'm surprised. Not more of these. I'm gonna take it though, because at least I can buy stuff with it. It's some easy money. Oh, no, get away. Oh, I still need that passport thing. I wonder if, oh, a deposit. I wonder if, like, all of these different things. Here we go. Yeah, see, I don't know why suddenly now it's doing this stuff, and before it wasn't. It wasn't showing me deposits like this before. And this is weird. Alright, let's make a hole in the ground. Well, hopefully I don't hit any of these animals. I don't want to actually have them upset with me. I don't feel like having one of those big boys actually chase me. Whoa. Okay. Will you give me stability in here? Please? Would be nice. No, you're not. You're just a jerk today. Like, other times I'll do that, and it works. Now today, it just doesn't want to. I see you, game. I see you, No Man's Sky. Over here trying to kill myself for some ore deposits. Of course, my work is depleted. Of course, my work is depleted. Yes. Where do you get the passes? I do not know. Or else I would have one. Like I said, I have 11 hours in this game before I started up today, and I still am fairly clueless. I still don't really know what I'm doing. Alright, can I... hazard protection? Yeah, let's do some of that. Here we go. I'm gonna actually use it for once. Oh, wrong thing. Okay, yeah, no, what the... I don't know what I just did. No, I don't want to flatten anything. Mine, yes, mine. Man, I hope I can get out. Alright. Yes. I think I got everything. I'm gonna assume I got everything. I think they got dust in my throat. Better be dust, that's for sure. All I want it to be. Pneumonia. I don't understand why suddenly I just started coughing. That's far away. Sentinel plants. Very technology. Get one of these things. Help me jetpack up. Yeah, that's what we like. I just hate that the jetpack surge. And also, let me know, is it buffering a lot for you guys? Because I just looked over at my Twitch and I feel like this is like the third or fourth time that I've seen it do this. And that does not make me happy. The game might black out for a second while I check. I don't have any dropped frames, that's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. You had a couple buffers? Okay, good to know. Who knows, maybe I'll switch to another game because it's starting to render very slowly. So, it's starting to seem like my game doesn't want me to play anymore. What do you mean my health is at maximum? My health is not at maximum. It's like... But yeah, because I can even see where it's starting to like not play as smooth. But that's why I'm like I'll probably swap over. I thought it was just on my end though. Yeah, I don't think it is. Because like I was saying, the floor is starting to not render anymore. Everything's kind of staying the same. And I'm just starting to get a little bit of stuttering and freezing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna at least get myself back to my base. And then we'll see. Maybe we'll swap over to something else. Maybe I'll swap over to Slime Rancher. Because it's almost the same premise, so... I mean, why not? And plus, that's the one game I know that, like, it probably won't take me a while for it to load. Because before I started, it was between No Man's Sky and Black Desert tonight. But Black Desert, I haven't opened it in a while, so it's probably going to give me like a 30-minute patch from all the patches I haven't done. But I do want to get back into it. I was saying to myself today, because usually, like, I got myself into I guess into a funk where I only play with people so much that I forgot how it was to play by myself. So now that the person I used to play with doesn't talk to me anymore, I'm like, I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna join whatever guild I want. Because now I don't have to worry about if they're gonna join it too. I'm just gonna do what I want to do. And I'll hopefully start playing again. Because I remember I did used to really like it. Come on, game. Don't you freeze before I can save. Don't you freeze before I can save and stuff. Don't you dare. Yeah, do Slime Rancher if you switch. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to Slime Rancher. You know, whenever it works. Because it kind of froze just now. So, you know. Okay. We're gonna go to my ship real quick. If we can make it. If we can make it. It's just so that it can save for me. Because I know it saves inside of my ship. I don't think it technically saves inside of my base though. But I know it saves in my ship, yeah. So, now we can go away. I'm going to turn it onto the other screen so that you guys don't have to watch everything get blacked out and stuff all the time. Alright, so we're gonna get this set up now. Turn this off and stuff. If I played it, I'd play with you. Well, I know you would. Don't worry. Right now, I do have one person who might play with me more. I kind of got Sam, you know, Rare Kool-Aid. I got him to make a save on the PC. So, I'll probably play with him sometimes. But just in general, I'm just so bad at it. Well, you only played it like once. If you did ever decide to try it again, you know I'll help you out. But I know that Black Desert isn't for everybody. Or I should say not even just Black Desert, but the whole like MMO type thing. I'm even surprised sometimes that I even enjoyed it. But I want to get back into playing it and doing more because I kind of like just completely fell off of it and forgot a lot of the different things and the progression and stuff like that. So we're gonna get back in there. I'm just gonna update the game and stuff. The stream info and things like that. You guys can hear the title screen of Slime Rancher in the background. Slime Rancher. No, not Slime Road. Where did that come from? It said Slime Rancher, yeah. There we go. Alright. Game is updated. Swap this over here too. Perfect. Alright, now we're set. I'm lazy. I'll try again one day since I paid for it. Yeah, like, don't worry. And then I think that what I'll do probably to help you out is, now that I've played it a lot more too, I've at least figured out other places to take people. So like, if you don't want to follow the story initially, I'll just take you to some areas that you can fight in to get used to your character. Because sometimes now that I've played for longer, I've started to also notice that, like, obviously, okay, I got nervous. It was all like, oh, it will not respond. But now that I've been playing longer, like, I've noticed that obviously some people do like the story for some reason. But, you know, the story has gotten a little bit better, at least over the time period that... What am I trying to do? Let me go get some food first for everybody. But some people just, you know, want to fight. So I'll just take you to the areas where you can level your character up, because I think that the sooner you level up, the more you'll enjoy it because the more places you can go. And the more places you can go, the better things you can fight. And then if you want to start to fight some of these like other type of boss battles that they have going, like you'll be able to actually do it and enjoy it. So I think that's what I'll do with you. Because to me, Black Desert low-key shines when you play with friends and like you just have some music going and you kind of just chilling. Like you can't play it for the story and stuff really, like how you would with maybe Skyrim. I don't know. Like whatever you try to do with Skyrim, you kind of can't do it with Black Desert. It's a different beast. All I know is that whenever I play it again, my biggest goal, which has never changed, I feel like for all the years that I've been on it, I just never have been productive, and I've never had anybody who wanted the same goal as me. But I want to be able to build a ship so that we can do like pirate battles and stuff, because they have sea monsters. But you could only do it with a big gigantic ship and probably with a guild. And yeah, it seems cool though, but I want to build my ship. Like, I want to build my own. Oh yeah, I had to put these things all the way in the corner so that they won't kill anything. We're gonna feed you slow. Yeah, that way we know we have food for you. Oh, and now you'll get to see my farm, Candy. Because I've sunk a little bit too many hours into this game. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have been playing this game for a little bit. You're assuming I play Skyrim for the story. Listen, I know that you don't play Skyrim for the story, but I also don't play Skyrim, so I don't know what you play it for. So that's all I can imagine for now. Oh, let me get all these chickens actually. I'm over here just bypassing all these chickens if I don't need them. Where's the rest of them? This is like just an infinite spawn area for all of the chickens. I play it to steal in my underwear. Wait, you can build a ship in BDO? You didn't let me tell you anything! Listen, there was so much stuff I wanted to tell you about BDO, and you played for like 10 minutes tops and stopped. Like, I vividly remember, and the guy that I used to play with, he even would sometimes mention it. He was like, yo, you remember the friend that, like, you had played with us? And she came into the game and was just like, I want to run around the map without a horse, and then got upset when we said that it would take too long, and then she just stopped playing. Oh, man. Which one is it? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember which, slime's like what, again. I think these like the odd onions. Gotcha. So those ones like odd onions. These ones like the ochre. Okay, got it. So these guys are just the rad ones. Like, I honestly am getting too much stuff, if anything, from these, but whatever. No, you should have told me about the ship first. You know, I like boats. Well, in my own defense, who knows? I might not have even fully grasped the idea that, like, you could truly do ships. But I do have a boat. The problem is this, though. So, just FYI, I used to, or what I should say is that if you would have played with me before, before they did the Margoria update, I could have at least took you on my ship. Like, not my ship, but like my little boat. Because I had like a little boat that we could use, and before the true update, it was like we were able to go out at least and fish and like go to little areas and do things. But now that the Margoria update is fully like finished, fleshed out and stuff, now there's actual hazards. So you actually need a ship now. So like if you do play with me, like we can work on building a ship, because it literally does take a group to build it. Like that's how much resources we need. Like we would actually have to have days that we chop down trees, because like we need a lot of logs to do it. But then we could do like fishing and whale hunting and all the stuff. There's also different types of hunting if you have a gun, because you actually can buy a rifle in the game technically, and there's different animals that you can hunt, and each animal kind of takes different things to do. So like it's not easy to hunt unfortunately. Like that's what me and my friend learned. Like there's this one animal we were trying to hunt, and you literally have to be on a horse in order to hunt it, because it's so fast. Like you can't get it without a horse, so you have to have good aim to do it, and it's a lot, but it's fun. So that's why I was like, yeah, I feel like with Black Desert, or at least what I always say to people, and it's sometimes a cop-out, but I don't really care, but what I usually say to people is like, when they play Black Desert, you gotta find what you like about it, and like not really sometimes listen to people, because sometimes I've noticed like people try to tell you to do like 50,000 different other things, and then it's like nothing you actually cared about. But there's a lot of different things you can do inside of Black Desert. You can be the person who joins a guild and just does like node wars and boss battles and things like that just to get loot. You can join a guild to do fish, like the ship missions, where you just in like a pirate guild and you guys literally just get on the guild ship and just like kill gigantic whale monsters. You could be the person who's mainly life skilling and like trades or does like farming and stuff. You could fish a lot, which other people do like too much. There's a lot of different things that take up your time in there, if you let the game let you do it. you gotta try though. So maybe 2021 I'll get you a little bit more into Black Desert. I would like to build a ship. Listen, I'll build it with you. I am 100% on board with a ship. That's the thing I've always wanted. I used to tell that friend of mine that I wanted to build a ship all the time, and then they would just be like, oh, okay. And then nothing ever happened. I was like, man. So they didn't start to say, oh, I'll help you, until they finished the expansion for the ocean. And then we were on one of my ship, like we were on my little boat, and we were going on like the same path we used to do, like when it was safe. And I was steering, so I couldn't really see, because the thing is that the person who's steering can't really see around them. They can only see right in front of them because they're steering the boat. And all I saw was like darkness form behind me on the boat. And he just started screaming. He's just like, Vanessa, you have to turn back, because it was a gigantic ghost pirate ship that formed behind us, and it was gonna kill us if we didn't go away, because the little boats are like no match, because the big ships have cannons on it. So like you truly get into like pirate battles and stuff like that, which is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Okay, you guys have way too much food. I'm not giving you guys anything else. And then you guys need... There's a certain food that y'all need, and I can't remember what it is. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to give them all their favorite foods, by the way. Because giving them their favorite foods makes them, like, make more plorts than need be. So I'm just trying to give them a lot of stuff that they like, to make my life easier, especially because now I'm getting to the point where like I can do it, because I kind of have enough resources. Like I'm trying to just only plant exactly what I need, and it's been helping a lot. Like now I, if anything, have extras of everything. And I think, who else needs food? Somebody else needs food. These guys I think still need food over here. Yeah, these guys still need food. What do I have going in here? You guys have lots of... Okay, you guys have like a bunch of pogo fruits. Oh yeah, and then they kind of... I've gotten to the point where I have toys in there with them. Because the toys supposedly help make them less agitated. So they don't get mad as easily. Which is nice. Like, not having them get pissed off. And I just always need chickens. Like, I always need chickens. I think that tomorrow, like usual, I usually take the first day I come back just to, you know, harvest. And then the next day I go and explore, because that's just what happens. As I remember how everything goes. Show the kitty slimes. I'll show them in a minute. I want to just get the rest of my resources, because I think there's some vegetables over here that I can get. And like, I don't like them staying too long, because then they just rot and I can't use them. And that's not fun. I just don't like that the rat, like the odd onion, also does carrots. Because at this point I don't even need carrots anymore. Like, I have too many carrots. Like, if anything, carrots are just going to be so that, like, I can use them for other stuff. Like, I don't even need these. Because the slimes that take these things, they already have too much. They're honestly living better than me at the moment, right? How are you keeping the quantum slimes? So the quantum slimes, they're inside of the cage like normal. I just have them all the way in the back, away from any like harmful slimes that I don't want them to have. The only slimes that they could possibly, if they ever got out, the only slimes they could possibly like form with are the puddle ones, and the puddle ones are literally so tame. Like, they're never going to turn bad, so they're gonna be fine. No, there goes your pink kitties, Lenny. I hope you're happy. I'm gonna harvest all of their poop in a little bit. I'm just gonna give the rest of them more food. There's the other kitties. They're always upset. They're always mad about something. It's like you would think I don't give them food. Like, oh, I forgot that these guys need food. I forgot that they exist. Goodness, I am so sorry, cats. I am so sorry. You guys just keep going invisible. I forget that you exist. Yeah, I forgot. So the last time we played, we found these guys. And they turned invisible. Like little raccoons. And all you can see is their face and their eyes and stuff. That's it. But these guys, oh yeah, you guys have too much food already. Don't be any more of that. You guys take the auto. Yeah, take the food. If anything, I feel like I'm just gonna throw a few of these things in there. Take them. Enjoy. Because at this point, we got too much food anyway. Can y'all, like, stop causing so much of a ruckus? Like, I know that you're still gonna form more, but, like, please. But I personally think I just kind of have like a little cold, like a little remnants of a cold. But we decided that we're still gonna go to the to get a test done on like Monday. just to be on the safe side that everything is cool, so we don't have to like wonder, worry about anything. We'll see. These are my favorite slimes, by the way, guys. I just need you guys to understand. These are my favorites. They're so cute to me. So basically, they're the phosphor slime and the honey slimes combined. And they're adorable. Look how they glow. They're so cute. Oh wait, I don't have any thing. Oh, I don't need this. Can I shoot it from here? Somebody eat it. I believe in you. Ooh, I did it. Okay, now please don't kill me. Alright. I'll come back to get more plorts. This is the true work of the day. You found the ultimate match. I truly have. They are my prized possession. They are the best ones. But you see, I still have quite a few more to find. Like, I still have to find whatever flame monster that is. I still need to get this one. There's another one that flies, apparently. There's this, and then there's this. And I don't know if these are supposed to be anything, too. But at one point when I first started the game, I was thinking, I assumed that you could get some of these other plorts by combining them. But then I realized that combining the slimes just gives you 2 types of plorts instead. Just gives you the plorts of all of them. So. And I'm lazy. I need to look at the stock market and start holding these, but like, I'm not going to. Maybe next time. I am lazy. I'm ashamed to admit it. Like, I already have way too much money. Like, I don't even think it means anything at this point for me. Like, I'm rich. I have a lot. Alright, you guys don't even have anything yet. Right? We're just trying to get everything, because I know that there's still more plorts here that I can take. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. But listen, I will truly, Candy, I really will teach you everything there is to know about BDO if you give me the chance. I'll show you all the fun stuff. What about that? Because at this point, I think I've even finally passed the part where, like, I'm just, like, trying my best to make people want to understand stuff. I'm just, like, I just want to do what I like. Like, that's all I care about. Like, I used to attempt to do all the other stuff that other people liked about the game, and, like, I didn't care half the time. So, I'm gonna just start trying to do what I like anyway. And I'll show you it. I just wish I could take you on my boat as like a test run to show you, but I can barely take you even off the regular premises of the land. Like, that's how close that pirate ship comes now. So we have to just build a ship and just deal with it at this point. And that goes for you too, Sam, if you're up to it. We can build a ship. And anyone else, too. Like, 100%, like, if there's anybody in here that also enjoys Black Desert, let me know, because I will also gladly play with you guys. Like I said before, I don't really have anybody to play with anymore. And one of the things I used to love about Black Desert was having a group of people to play with. Like, to me, that was where the game shined. was just having people to bounce stuff off of. So I am 100% willing. And we could even have some like streams of playing Black Desert. And I think I'm gonna try to play anyway because apparently there's a new class out. I don't know for anybody who does actually play it. I don't know if you noticed, Sam. There's a new class now that's there. And I don't know how I feel about her, but I won't know how I feel about her until I play. To me, she seems like what the Guardian class would be if they were like a cleric or a paladin. But once again, I haven't gotten to play and I haven't really gotten to see her video, so I could be completely off. That's at least what her design seems like and what her like little intro trailer video like did for me or whatever. Like that's just what it seemed like. So there's that. And what's the class? I gotta look at the name. I don't remember it. She's a white lady with blonde hair though. That's all you need to know. Like that's the class. And the reason why I was like she seems like a guardian to me is because she has a big sword. I think she has like a big sword or like a big holy looking hammer that she uses. Oh, wrong thing. Stupid. I'm dumb. But I need to look at it again because I only looked at it for a little bit because, you know, once in a while I'll remember Black Desert and I'm like, oh, I should check the site, see if there's anything new. And I checked the site because I was looking to see if there were any games that I could play that would give you guys drops. And then I saw that Black Desert was having a thing until I think the 5th of January. And you guys could get drops from it. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll play it so that you guys could get that. Because the class is gonna come out. So I think the class is out actually now. I don't think it's the pre-creation. I think it's already done. But we'll see. I have to check it again. We'll see. If not, I'll just create my class. But because I have a problem and I still can't help but make every new class that comes out, almost, except for the male classes. I usually don't care about the male classes. The only male class I cared about making was the one of the black guy. And I'm not gonna even lie, part of me was slightly disappointed that this new class, even though it's a female, was not black. Because I was hoping maybe they might give us a woman of color as a class. Like they did for that other one that we had. Where am I going? Vanessa, where are you going? You are not going in the right direction. Girl, you're talking and forgetting what you're supposed to be doing. But yeah, so I didn't see a video yet of like combat for the class. I don't know, maybe I just overlooked it. That could be it. But usually like the combat video is like right there also, and I didn't see it. So I'm assuming it's still early. So they haven't like shown everything yet, which doesn't make sense still. But, or they did and I just forgot how it looks. So it doesn't seem like a class that I'm going to actually play. It seems more like one that like I'll make it and try to just get whatever rewards come from it and then stop and never play it again. And go back to either my sorceress. Ooh, pump that siphon some more resources with a higher chance for rare resources. Last 3 cycles. Great, I got a new blueprint. Oh, collects more resources. So I'm getting some blueprints suddenly out of nowhere. That's nice. Yeah, and I have a builder shop now. Like, I have a lot of stuff going on right now in this game. It's like, how do I even find time to explore anymore? Like, there's so much going on. Like, it's literally the next day, and I'm still collecting plorts. Hi, cuties. Like, I would try to combine the puddle one with something, but I don't think it's even possible. Like, they're too shy. And I don't... Yeah, you see? Look at these stupid holographic slime things. Always getting into stuff. I just want your plort. No, I didn't want to suck you in. Okay, let's... So every time I try to put them back, they sometimes slide off into another place. There we go. Alright. Did you get... What the... Did you actually get out of there? I don't think you did. No, you did! How did you get out? How did you get out? What the? You see? This is why I can't put them anyplace else. Little crazies. Do I not have a... I do have a top one up. Jesus Christ. Can I put like a true lid on top of these things? Because this is just crazy. This is ridiculous. I'm just really happy now that I didn't put them someplace else. Oh, and they ran out of food. That's probably why they're upset. Because they don't have any more lemons. Let me get you guys some lemons so you might stay inside of your stuff. And I'll find... Do you guys even have toys that you can play with? They need something. I'm gonna have to give them music or something inside of their area because they are upset. They're not too happy. They're hungry. And just really mad. God knows what downstairs. Alright. We get these guys their lemons. I probably shouldn't have taken so many of them either. Like, I really grabbed a ton of them. For absolutely no... Come on! Can y'all stop? Like, is that really how upset you are with me? Go back in your cage. Go in your cage. Where's the rest of them? Go in your cage. Stop it. Stay put. Throw a few of these in there for you guys. But, like, stay for once. Maybe then you'll like, stay in your areas. I'm just gonna throw them all in here. Because, like, I need y'all to stay. You're killing me. Yeah, give me all your poop. All the poop. There you go. Now y'all could just eat it. You gotta miss playing this game. It's fun. I enjoy it. I just wish these little suckers would stay inside of their cages and stop phasing out of the cage and going to other places. They're killing me. They're killing me. It is fun though. Alright. It's already about to be 11 on the next day and I'm just finishing collecting all of the stupid plorts for the day. I started this last night. Like, it took forever to do this. That's why I let it go for so long sometimes, because it takes so much time. Alright. I believe everybody should be happy now. So I'm gonna see if I can do one of these. I don't want to do her. She's a jerk. What do you want? Do you want some chicken? Oh, of course you're gonna make me go find chicken. So you want one of those, like, briar hens or whatever. I gotta go find the black ones for him. Alright. We're on a hunt just for chickens today. That's fine. Should hopefully get 8 of them out here. I like getting my chickens from my own lot because all the chickens end up being dead already by the time I go someplace else. I think all other slimes eat them. Alright, and then I will gonna go look for... Look, more chickens. I saw y'all fall. I saw you spawn in. Internet went out. I'm back. No problem, Candy. I'm just trying to find some chickens for this, is it these ones? No, I don't want an elder hen. You can, no, not that one. You can survive for now. Actually, I will take all of the other chickens, though. All of you guys, I will take you. Ooh, I will take you too. I just need a black hen. I need a black chicken. I'm trying to remember where the black ones are. I think the black ones are... Oh, there's one. That's nice. Can I take you? Thank you. Stony. Yeah, that's what they're called. Could not remember the name of those guys. Okay. Whee! Come on, I just want to find these chickens before we all... Oh, have I never been over here before? Okay. Why do I feel like I've never been here before? I probably have, but it looks very different. I just want to get everything before the tar slimes pop out of nowhere and try to kill me. I mean, I don't need these chickens, but I'll take them. I need the black ones. Alright, I'm gonna have to go look in a different area. I think I looked at the stuff already. Yeah, I think I came over here already. Imagine I just jumped and fell. Whee! Alright. Oh, there's a lot of little chests here today. Oh, where'd you come from? You're new. You're really new. Let me get some carrots. Or whatever vegetables and stuff is here. No, I don't want to do that. Get off me. I've never seen that before. The only good thing is that the pink ones literally eat anything. And so, like, as long as I have food, I can give it stuff. I just can't give it the chickens because I need the chicken. We're gonna... Oh, you bought it, Candy? I just saw that you just started playing it. Oh, I think my cat crashed in the litter box. My mom has a very sensitive nose. So like whenever these are what I need. But yeah, my mom has a very sensitive nose. So like whenever my cat craps, she can smell it the second it happens. Oh god, I see you. I see you guys. I'm going for it. You guys are all gonna die. Oh god, there's a lot of you. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. It was cool. Or whatever. I'm leaving. I'll come back. I'll feed you with my own supply, Mr. Gigantic Largo. I will be back. I'm not trying to waste all of my water. Trying to kill all the tar slimes. Alright, so we need to give them the stuff, because I don't think we needed 8 of them. I think we just needed like a few of them. Yeah, we just need a few of them. Yay! Give me everything! Yes! Alright. We will give you guys this one because I think this is your favorite anyway. Alright, we're gonna run to the other one because this should be hopefully enough carrots to make them happy. We're just gonna hopefully we don't like run into anything crazy. Should hopefully be a straight shot. Usually the tars disappear after you've left. So that's what we're gonna hope still happens. I'm gonna hope that they've disappeared already. Yeah, they are vibing. Alright, come on. Oh wow. Of course, I accidentally have the worst aim as usual. You wouldn't even know that I was getting headshots in Saints Row. You wouldn't know it. Yay. Whee! Get away from all of my goodies, guys. Oh, that's cute. Give me the party ones. Oh, they're just pink ones. They're just happy pink ones. That's all they are. Oh. Oh, I got ornaments. Oh, maybe it's because it's Christmas. Who's hitting me? Get away from here. Go away. Oh, yay, yeah, this must be because it's Christmas. Because of the Christmas time. Get out of here. Now you're gonna go in the ocean. Just forget that. Oh, yay. I'm gonna take all of these, hopefully. These are adorable. I don't want these things. I don't think I can take multiple though. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I can't take multiple yet. Any other twinkle ones here? It's adorable. I want them all. I'm gonna come back and get those. Thankfully, the ornaments stay wherever I want. I wonder if I should make a Lillian video if there's a good class for her, since I'm not using her for Skyrim for a while. Remind me of like what type of class Lily usually would be, or like how you enjoy playing her, because maybe I could tell you which class you'd want to use. We're gonna put you guys. Where are we gonna? We're gonna put you by my house. Whee. I mean, I can't sit up here, so we'll just put them here. Why not? Rogue mostly. Okay. So I feel like the ninja one was pretty cool. If you want a rogue. What other one would be pretty nice? With like a pretty nice blade. I mean, not rogue. The ninja one was, I think, the best one for her. Ranger kind of works too. Ranger was nice. I've played Ranger. Ranger's pretty fun. If Tamer was actually like a adult, I would probably say try Tamer too, because Tamer's pretty cool. I think you had a Dark Knight though, right? Dark Knight was cool too, but I feel like Dark Knight becomes more like what you like after you get to Awakening. Like I feel like you would want to keep her Awakening weapon, because Dark Knight starts off with that big sword, but then when you get the Awakening, she has daggers instead. She has like these 2 floating daggers that she can use instead, and she's really fast. Like honestly, Dark Knight would probably be exactly like the best class for Lily. You just have to play her a little bit more to get to her better moves, because I think you already had her as Dark Knight. But I honestly think that would probably be like the class you'd like the most. Like it feels like that one. I think you had Dark Knight as Lily. So I would honestly just say that, like, if we go in and you do see you have a Dark Knight, try to keep her, and I'll just try to take you to like areas to help you level her up, so she can get some like more powerful moves and stuff like that. Because at least with what I've found is the game isn't as fun when you're only at level 20. Like, it's not one of those games where like the beginning part is just as fun as the ending. Like you gotta play longer and get better skills before you actually start to truly enjoy your class, because like you just have the basic moves. To me at least, there's only been to this day one class that was fun from the jump, like where like just raw power, like it just was really fun, and that class was Mystic, which is also Striker for guys, because they're basically the same as that class. It's just gender coded. But to me, that's the only class, in my opinion, that was fun from the absolute second I started it, and that's just because it feels like I'm playing a Street Fighter character with magic. Like, that's literally what it is. So like, the way that they make you punch and stuff, it just feels so fun. But all the other classes, even though they're still cool, to me at least, you gotta just level them up a little bit. Even the newest class that I have, he's super fun. But I was trying to do quests and stuff first for him, you know. I was trying to like actually learn about what the new quest lines were that they added. And I had to stop because I started to get bored of just doing whatever mundane quest line they had for me, because I didn't feel like I was doing anything. And I just started grinding to level him up some, because when you grind, that's when you get to like have the most fun sometimes with their moves, and you get to feel them out and understand how they play. So I think Dark Knight sounds good. Yeah, because she's technically a magic class, but she still has a weapon. So she's to me she's a rogue, and she works for Lily anyway, because think of if like the Ranger was the light version of her class, because the Dark Knights, I think they seem like they're supposed to be evil. I haven't done their class though, so I don't know what their awakening quest is, so they might not be, who knows. But they're not the class you see when you go into the Elven village in the world. You see all of the regular elves, like the Rangers. So that's at least what I can assume. Oh wait, let me give everybody some chickens, because y'all don't got any food. Y'all are kind of a little hungry. Eat. Is there another one here? No, I don't think there is. Alright, let me give the boom one some food. Is it like illusion style magic? Yeah, actually I feel like it seems that way. My throat is so dry for some reason. I think it's just because I'm talking a lot. But, yes and no. Like, it's not like how in... What game is it? Guild Wars? Guild Wars 2, where you could be, like, I think it's the Mesmer one? And you can literally create, like, actual illusions. But... all I know is that once you fight... there's a whole lot of, like, neon pink and purple all over the place. And it just looks really pretty. But her weapon kind of floats a lot. So I think that one will fit your girl a lot. Considering what I know about Lily, like, I can't actually see her being a regular ranger in the game. It just doesn't seem like it would fit her enough. Like, I know, does she use arrows too? I feel like she does, but even despite that, like, I still can't see her as it. This doesn't seem like her. I feel like she would either be Dark Knight or the ninja, basically. Oh, wrong one. Why do I do this? Yes, eat them all. Alright, I don't think I need any more of these, but you know, I'm gonna do it. I didn't realize that, like, I would be able to make so many of these. I think that's what it was. I didn't realize just how much I would be able to make. Okay. Then yeah, I mean, technically Ranger would probably fit too, and like, the only thing that might help you is that if you ever got to the point of investing too much time into that game and deciding to get an outfit, then you can make her look a little bit more dark, but to me at least, I think that Dark Knight will fit her more. At least from like what we've done in the story and what understanding I have of her. She switches between bows and crossbows. Gotcha. Makes sense. Well, either way, Ranger's also pretty fun. I haven't played my Ranger in a very long time though, but she's pretty fun. I have too many characters. I have Rangers. I've tried. Valkyrie is the one class I hated though. I will be honest. I hated Valkyrie. Like I hated that class. But I think that just goes with what I've told you before, where I'm not big on like warrior classes usually anyway. I do tend to like rogues and like magic classes. And even though Valkyrie to me is, I guess, would it be considered like a paladin or a cleric, basically? Because she's like a holy warrior, pretty much. And I'm still trying to get the hang of the D&D character, like, classes anyway. But she's like that type of class. She's the female holy warrior of the group. Oh, crap. Great. That's fun. I had radiation. I've actually changed up some of her combat tactics since I last played. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Well, feel free to update me on it, because I know that you change stuff a lot sometimes. So I gotta stay up to date with what you decide on your people. Did I feed everybody? I don't think it did, but I think everybody else has a lot of food. I don't think anybody actually needs anything. The only ones that might need stuff is those other guys. Yeah, like I don't think anybody really needs it, except for the honey slugs. No, it wasn't. Most likely paladin. Okay. Yeah, I feel like for some reason I always get mixed up between paladin and clerics. Like, to me, even when I read through, like, what their classes are on, like, the D&D and Beyond thing, like, they still sound so similar to me, so I still get them mixed up. I feel like maybe I just didn't understand what the key difference is, but that's all that's stopping me from understanding it fully. I just always get mixed up. Paladins are more like warriors than clerics. Okay. So they're both holy, but paladins are more warrior-like. Okay. So are clerics, because I know in the campaign that we've been watching, the cleric can heal. So, like, is that a thing for, like, clerics in general? Like, are clerics usually, like, healers? Clerics do more spells. Okay. So paladins are more warrior, clerics are more mage. Gotcha. So then, yeah, then Valkyrie is definitely like a paladin. Then. With her whole holy sword and shield thing that she has. Like, she seems like she's probably fun for people who do enjoy warrior classes. I'm just not that person. I'm just not a warrior class. I do enjoy a good sword. I don't mind a nice shield sometimes. But I'd like to have other options, I guess, maybe. Maybe I just can't do it solely with that. I don't know. Oh, I have a lot of these. I'm gonna attempt to, take some more of these things. Because now, like, because I'm using everybody's favorite foods, like, they're just pooping out so many plorts. It's ridiculous. Like, it's a little crazy just how many plorts we're getting. Just a little bit insane. Oh, wrong side. Yeah, I played a lot of paladins in games. Yeah, but you're more of, like, warrior in, like, fighter classes anyway, right? Why did I just... Like, I know that you'll play a rogue and stuff, but it seems like you usually like warriors and, like, fighters and stuff like that. With, like, a little bit of magic for taste. Just to add a little something. My warden is basically a paladin because of the Templar abilities. Got you. That makes sense. That fits. I don't even remember. I think when I originally made my character for Origins, I think she was a elven rogue. I think she had a bow, and then I switched over to daggers. But she was still so much in the beginning of, like, the game that I don't even truly remember. Like, I hadn't even, like, fleshed her out and leveled her up enough to truly say what, like, class she was anymore. Yeah, I'm bad at getting into barbarians. But you know what's so funny? I would honestly imagine that you'd love barbarians. Like, I feel like you would love that type of class for some reason. Like, just being able to just go in there and smash stuff. I'm trying to do a mage in Skyrim this time because I always use magic, but I don't focus on it. Lily has a lot of illusion and alteration spells, though. Okay, cool. Yeah, I feel like I want to try maybe like a mage in one of my playthroughs in Dragon Age, but obviously I know in like Dragon Age 2 I'm gonna be a mage anyway, but like I think I've said it before, I was so bored with my mage in Inquisition. Like, I was like thoroughly bored with my mage. And I enjoyed rogue a lot more. Anybody else missing some ports? And I haven't even really like combined anything yet. That's the thing. I've only combined like I only have 2 big slimes. Barbarians seem like some fun, but I like charisma. Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. My Hawk is always a mage. Mage is really good in that too. Okay. Who knows? Maybe I'll try it. We'll see. Because I think that when I restart Origins, like, I'm not gonna really make the same character I made before. Because one, I don't remember who I made before. Like, so I can't remake her. But I might just go in and see what feels right. Because funnily enough, I started off the first time with a dwarf, and that was just so I could make sure that the game worked. But it was still cool to see how like the dwarf intro starts, as opposed to the elf one. But I think I will still choose an elf again, because I just like it. I love some pointy-eared elves. And because I think I want to see the difference between like, well, obviously I won't see it because if I don't replay it, I won't see it. But I would like to see like how people treat them differently, since from what I've heard in Origins, like it really does matter like what race you are, because people will treat you differently depending on your race. Whereas like in Inquisition, they were like, it matters, but it only mattered during one quest. It was only one quest that it actually like took into account your race and like gave you a positive or a negative based off of that. Aside from that, everything else was basically fine. Aside from maybe like a couple dialogue options probably, but that was the only one that mattered. And to me, I remember being so excited when I could replay it, and I replayed it again with that one because that was the one that I was most excited about, because it actually like focused on the fact that, oh well, if you actually are an elf, you start off with negative like influences or something, and people actually don't like you. So I actually really liked that. So I want to be able to do that again. You get really good area of effects on like, oh, that's nice. I wish they made healers useful in Inquisition, because you didn't even need one and it sucked. Yeah, all the intros are good. To me at least, like, I only needed healers at points because I sucked in the beginning of trying to play, because it was my first time ever doing a RPG, and I hadn't played a game in so long that I sometimes needed it. But to me at least, and y'all can also correct me if I'm wrong or state your own opinions, but in my opinion, usually the best class, whenever I would play it, was for me to actually man the rogue class, because at least in my experience, whenever I played as a different class, the rogue acted like so stupid. Like, they didn't do anything. So like, I would always have to come in and try to fix Varric or do something else to make sure he didn't die. And then on top of it too, there were other moments where while I was playing my rogue, I would sometimes have to go back and like handle Vivian and what's his name? Dorian. I'd have to fix them because they might be doing something that I didn't want them to do too. And it was just annoying sometimes. But especially with the rogue, like they just was out there doing whatever they wanted. It was like, what are you doing? So I usually would end up like switching over to them anyway, because all my mages had to do was just stay in the back and not die. Like, it was all I need to do. Like, it wasn't that much needed from them. So all day. That's all they did. All the combo spells in Origin are top 2. You can basically do Mega Storms and you can buy stuff. Ooh, Yaveric was better too. Dragon Age 2 has the best rogues. I believe it, because the rogues were... the AI for the rogues, I should say, was just kind of... like, in Inquisition. And I thought it was just me at first, and then, like... because, you know, I got really into it, and I started, like, looking at other people who played it on, like, Tumblr, and a lot of people started saying how, oh, yeah, you kind of always end up playing rogue, because the rogues kind of just suck the AI for them. I was like, oh, I feel heard. Like, I'm not going crazy. It's not just me. Jesus, how? Alright, I'm not collecting any more of these plorts because I want to explore tomorrow. I don't want to do anything else. I want to go to sleep, and we're going to go to a different area tomorrow. Because we're not going to get anything until we do that. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, so I'm excited to try to play it though, of course. Like, of course I have too many games that I'm supposed to be playing anyway. So, you know. Too many. What direction do I want to play? Oh, I should check on that one area that I recently got. Yeah, this is my lab, for anybody who doesn't know. I have a lab now. Can I make anything right now? Oh, I don't know why. Like, just so you guys know, part of the reason why I keep doing this was I have a piercing right here that you guys can never see because I always have my headphones on. And for some reason today, it is bothering me right now while I have my headphones on. So I keep trying to like fix it so that there's no like actual pressure on it. There you go. Hopefully that helps. I think it is gonna help. I did an archer and I got tired of spamming the same stuff. That's how I felt about certain things. Like, while I was playing a mage in Inquisition, that's how I felt like I was just spamming the same exact spells. And what's so funny to me also is I'm honestly surprised I didn't get tired of Rogue on my first playthrough, because in all honesty, I kind of was doing the same thing over and over again, and I didn't even realize it until my second playthrough when I was playing with my Elf Rogue instead, because I didn't finish Trespasser, and I was upset that I didn't finish Trespasser. Wow, I went in a circle. So I started a new playthrough with the new Rogue, and when I restarted it and I actually did things correctly, I started fighting whole cutscenes that I didn't get to. And so, yeah, there was that. But when that happened, I also started to get, I don't know if I should say, like, new abilities, because I feel like I technically always had them. Wait, how do I can't open it. I can open the green ones now. Oh, yeah, resources. I forgot. They give me that now. Can I get up? Okay. Did I see this already? Was always happiest when I was by my lonesome. Places like this old quarry really suited me. nice and quiet and mostly empty. So I figured that life of the far, far range would suit me just as well. And, well, wouldn't you just know it, I come all this way, and the first person I see, well, she changed how I saw things, I guess. Quiet wasn't good anymore. I liked her laugh. Oh, there's another door over there. Oh, there's a... Oh. Is there a way to get up there? Oh, come on! We just got here! Alright, so now we know there's another key door here we can go to. I'm so upset that the slimes are already there. Like... Oh god. Come on! Die! Ones, oh my god, there's so many of them. There's literally so many of them. I'm going away. I'm running. There's too many of them to fight. How did that happen so fast? Oh, I never got this one. Ooh. Did that? Though this grass does indeed have a pleasant, minty aroma, the taste is quite bitter. Okay, I guess that's another resource that I got. Every time I look at the chat, I end up running into a wall. Are there any chests and things over here? I'm also trying to remember, like, there's a whole area that we found the last time we played, and I cannot remember where exactly it was. I think I know where it was. I think it was over in the grassy patch instead, on the other side of the map. I don't think it was in the mines. I think it was on the other end. Oh, there's a lot of gotta stay away from it. And we also got the ability to open these things up the last time we played, which has been nice. Okay. Oh yeah, we found a lot of stuff actually the last time we played. A bit too much. Because I could barely remember all the places that we've been to. There's so many places. Like, it's a lot of areas that we found. Okay. What's over here? And for anybody who doesn't know, pretty much how you make the tar slimes is if a slime, so like if this pink slime eats the plort of another slime, that's how you turn that pink slime into a Largo, which is a big one, and they combine. But if a Largo then eats a plort of a slime that he is not already, it turns into a tar slime and eats everything in its grasp. And that's just how the cookie crumbles. I feel like I'm talking a lot today. My throat's been so dry. Sometimes I get like this. It's like some days I talk a lot and my throat is like, you're fine, it's fine, don't worry, I see you, tar slimes, I see you. You see what you're trying to do to me. And then other times I talk a lot and my throat is just like, oh no. Oh no, sweetie. That's not what we do here. Where is I think the thing's over there. I'm gonna go for it. A more advanced treasure cracker, okay. Oh, there it goes. I see it. Oh, I wonder if that's where it was actually from. Okay. We're going back because this isn't actually where I want to be. I think I want to be on the other side of it. Ooh, stop it! Oh wait, what's over there? We're gonna try to go over there. Come on. We're gonna do it. I better not try to... I'm just gonna stay over here. Oh god, it's getting... the radiation is getting even larger. Oh god. Oh my god. The amount of radiation. Alright, come on. Eat it! Okay. What are you gonna give me? Oh, I still need a different one. Oh god, get away from me. You didn't even give me anything good. Oh, it gave me a key! Give me a key! Okay. That was, I guess, worth the radiation. I guess that was worth it. Yeah, I'm trying to remember to hydrate. Oh, God, come on! Where's the door at? I gotta go home. I don't even remember where I'm supposed to go. To get out of here. Where am I? Where the heck am I? Well, that's convenient. That was convenient. Alright. So now, I swear, there's so many different maps on here. And I wish that I could look at the map whenever I wanted to, and I technically can't. Like, from as far as I can ever remember, like, you can't actually ever access the map freely. You just gotta remember everything is. You only get to see the map when you add on a new area. From what I remember, at least. Okay, and then these are just for plorts. What is this? Okay, that's for whenever I finally get that thing. Oh no, I didn't do that. Wait. Oh wait, what do I need to put these things into? So I'm pretty sure I have to put this stuff into something. And I can't remember what I need to do. Do I throw them in here? Okay, yeah, I do throw them in here. Okay. I was like, where do I put them? Alright. But, so there's a door in the cave area that we saw. But there's also, I think, where's the other teleport? I think the other teleport's over here. There's another cave, like, door somewhere, I think. this one? Yeah. Oh wait, it's about to be dark. I'm gonna wait until morning and go in here. Maybe get some chickens for the ones that actually need chickens. Like, the cat ones are really the only ones I really need to harvest stuff every single day for, because we run out of cat stuff. Cat food. And the lemons are the lemons too. They need their food desperately every day so that they don't go someplace else. I'm not gonna harvest the ports though tonight. Oh, that's too much work. And I wanna like get to bed so that I can go look around tomorrow. Because the angry phosphorus slimes come out on that bridge at night. And even though of course I could do stuff to get rid of them, I don't feel like it. So we're just gonna let them rock and we'll come back in the morning. Because they're not there in the morning. Like they don't care. They're 100% fine with just going to sleep. Because they can't survive during the day. They can't survive in daylight. Which is why the ones that I do have, you'll see, I'll show you guys. The ones I do have, these guys here, they have to have the night stuff, so they're okay. So they would not be if that was not the case. See? There. I mean, the rest of them are still hungry, but whatever. How is everybody else's food looking? Alright, everybody else's food is starting to get okay. So maybe tomorrow, well, I guess I'll start harvesting some of the stuff. I mean, it's here, so I might as well do it. Could at least give these guys some food. So what else do I have to do tonight? Besides give them a little bit more cocoa fruit. Alright. But I know I've been talking a lot about playing games together. But just oh, there goes my favorite song. But like I say all the time, if you would like to play stuff with me and you follow me or you're sub or anything, feel free to join the Discord, because that's how I'll be able to find people to play with. And even if like it's not me playing, like I would like to hope that you guys can find each other to play with in the Discord too sometimes. So feel free to do that. And have a little community that plays stuff together. So if Sam is in there, you can put the Discord in there. Where am I going? I need to go to the funny ones. Also, thank you for following, bot. Hopefully you're not a bot and you're real. But I guess we will see. Time will tell. So I've already told Sam this, but there's really no reason for Dance of the Moonlight Jellies to be as good as it is. Like, and I know that part of it might be, there's a Discord link, by the way, for anybody who would like to join it, but like, I know part of it is probably because I also just have a complete love for Stardew, and the Moonlight Jellies event was 100% my absolute favorite event in Stardew. Like, it just felt so magical and nice, and it really felt like the end of the summer. And I know that has to do with probably why I love the song so much, but the song is also just amazing. Like, I still really cannot believe that that guy did the entire game by himself. It's like one of those things where you're just like, well, if he could do that, like, I really ain't got no excuse to try to do the things I like. Like, I just need to try it. Who knows what will happen? Like, and you can tell that whole entire game is just completely made from love. Like, that's the part that makes me happy. Let me get rid of these lemons actually first. At the hopefully you're not a bot. Listen, sometimes you don't know. I gotta be sure. But either way, I hope you enjoy your stay, Mr. Bot. Also, I'm sorry that my camera's always is like so all over the place today. I don't know why I'm so off today with my cameras. Like, it's just all over the place. I'll be back out like this. Alright. We're gonna feed everybody so that tomorrow we can just go and find more stuff, feed more slimes, open one of the doors, all that good stuff. Because, like, we should be okay to, like, start stuff. I'm also kind of hungry for some reason, and I 100% don't know why, because I did eat for stream, and, like, I shouldn't be hungry again. So I'll probably eat something after this. I just don't know what I'm gonna eat. I haven't been able to sleep though lately, I've noticed. Like, every time I try to go to sleep, I end up going to sleep at like 5 in the morning. And I usually still end up being in bed all that time. So, like, I'll still go to bed. I just can't fall asleep. And it's been so frustrating. And, like, maybe I need to start, like, working out or something to help me. Big pig? Are you talking about the ones that we have to shoot, like, food into? Because if that's the one you're talking about, I think the big pink ones give you a key. Like just the regular big gigantic pink ones that we shoot lots and lots and lots of food into. Those ones. But I think the other area that we found is, and the one we're gonna find, we'll go to. There's a lot to find over there because I haven't even explored it yet. Should be fine, right? Yeah, you're fine. We'll give them some chickens. The hope that they'll stay for a little bit. Like, really the meat ones are really the only ones that I have the most trouble with keeping them alive. Alright. You're gonna sleep for like an hour. Now we're gonna go to that other area. Because I want to see what door I want to open. Like, I'm not entirely sure yet which door is the one. Because we did find... Well, I want to grab some chickens before I go, just in case we need it. Like, I'm finding chickens are very valuable at this point. You kind of always need a chicken here and there. Especially with all of the slimes we keep finding. You want to squish them? Listen, I think everybody wants to. They're all adorable. And more than likely, the pink slime is the absolute least deadly. So it would allow you to squish them. Alright. Let's go explore. And hope that I don't get lost. This area is like a maze, low-key. And alright, what way was that thing? This, yeah, it's this one. It was up here, I think. Alright, so I know there's this one. Because we found this the last time. But was there anything else? I might come back when I might come back out. Because I don't think this is where I want to go. But we did find this place the last time we played. Like I said, we found a lot of areas. Like, a lot of areas. But I don't think this is the place. Yeah, I don't think this one's the place that we want. We will take these though. We'll take all the hens. Yeah, I don't think this was it. We went in here and then we went to the end and then we left. So it wasn't this one. So it was a different place. Can I get up there? Oh, there's another key this way. We're gonna just try and open this one. Maybe this will be... Oh! Maybe this will open up to the cave. The mines, I mean. That would be cool if it does. I think that is what it is. I think that is what it is. So now this is connected to the mines. Okay. That's cool. Still not where I want to go, but that's nice. So I did technically open up the right door. So now that's connected. So now I have another way to get into here from the grassy area. Everything goes back. Alright, so now where is this other weird place that we found? Because there definitely was another place we found the last time that we played. Like, we found so many areas, I can't fully remember where everything is. Like, that's really, like, what we were on last time. We made a lot of progress. Almost, like, too much progress. But wherever it is, there's a whole... Can I make it? I think I can. Was it this area? Maybe this was... I think this was it. Yeah. Look at all this new stuff. Yeah, this was the new place that we went to. This was the new place. Because I want to see if I can get some new slimes. Oh god, there's about to be some tar slime someplace. Oh. This is scary. I want to come out. Like, how do I get out of here? I thought I could swim. I guess not. Okay, that's scary. I'm not going back in there. Even though I'm pretty sure there's probably stuff down there to do. Well, there's a whole thing. Why was that so terrifying? I don't think I expect it to sink. I think that's what it was. Oh, there's actually like a place to go down here. That is... I don't know why that's so weird. That's so scary. It's my water. Oh god, not the tars. No, 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 no. Ah! Get away from me! I was trying to drink water. I wasn't paying attention. Like, you really gotta be careful not to kill yourself here. Alright. Alright. Oh god, there's angry ones here. There's a thing over there too. I mean, I have happy things and stuff. Oh, where is this? There's nothing in there. God, I'm gonna get lost again. I feel it. I can feel it. I already know it. There they go. I just wanted this. Thank you. Alright, well now I can't even pick up a slime anyway. What are these things? Oh yeah, and then that was where they were like, you will die if you go through there. And I was just like, well, I guess I'm not going in there then. I shall stay away. Ooh, ooh. What did I get? Alright, well, all I do know is that for now, I'm gonna leave all of these carrots here because I don't need them. And I'm gonna take the mints because I have been looking for these things for so long. Get away from me! I've been looking for these for so long. I need to get out of here now. Die! Let me get it. Let me get out. Okay. He got out. Honestly, the fact that they just let you traverse wherever is like the best part about this game. Alright, we're gonna go for it. Oh! Whew, thank God I didn't die. I ran out of juice. I forgot that I ran out of juice. Alright, I'm gonna go home because now I want to plant stuff and I don't have enough space to do anything anymore. So we're gonna leave. Make it. Alright. We just gotta get home. Alright. I'm hoping that, like, my memory is better this time for, like, how to get around. I think it's this way. Going up. Here we go. Yeah. Yay! Look at that. I remembered it finally. Because I really be in here struggling half the time. Can I just do that? Yeah. We love to see it. And it's a good time to go home anyway because it's about to be nighttime. And then those stupid phosphor ones are gonna come out and they're gonna try to kill me, and we don't want that, so we're gonna head home. I'm gonna put these resources in here. We're gonna be on our merry way. Alright. Now, let's see, where can I plant another thing? Do I have anything else? Maybe I have one over here. I don't think I do. That's fine. So I'm gonna have to plant it, I think, over where the science stuff is. That's where I'm gonna have to put it. I don't believe I have any other slots open. Like, I think every slot right now is taken. Yeah, because I have these ones taken. All these are taken. There's one back there, but I feel like I need to keep it for in case I find another slime. Or in case I want to, like, make a new slime. So we're gonna put you over here for now. Is it convenient? No, but it's all I got. So that's what we're gonna do. Do a garden. And now I can start to give the other guys the fruit they like. Because I haven't been giving the honey ones what they enjoy. They've been pretty far away. Oh wait, I went all that way and forgot to give stuff to the big machine. to get rid of my supplies that I have on hand. Okay, and there we go. I'm almost done with my water, but I'm probably not going to play for that much longer. It is 11:08. I'm probably going to stop in a little bit. Just FYI. I think I'm going to harvest all my plorts, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna feed all these guys first. The fact that I'm really just like shooting them in the face with chickens, like that's the funniest thing to me. Who else needs food still? Alright, cool. And then I'm gonna start with the honey guys. Oh, you guys are just so happy. I'm gonna have double this amount of plorts by the time they realize that I have their favorite fruit. Because I've been trying to find these stupid mint mangoes for the longest. For the longest. Like, I don't even understand why it was so hard to find them. Usually what happens is when you find a new slime, like the fruit or whatever that they like is like right next to them. And it wasn't when I tried to get them. Put this here. Alright. Oh goodness, look at all the plorts. See, now this is what I'm talking about. Now they're all nice and happy all the time. We got all these plorts coming in. Like clockwork. Oh, thank you for following, Sant. Happy New Year to everybody who's here, by the way. I hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve. No matter how mundane it was, I still hope you kind of enjoyed it at least a little bit. Hope everybody was safe. I got pink and tabby slimes now and chickens. It's so fun. Like, it's so like relaxing and chill. And I can't wait for you to play more. Cause like, I know it might not be the same as like when I played, just because you have gotten to see a little bit more of it, but I don't know. When I started playing, like I knew that there was lots to it, but I didn't realize how much more there was to the game besides just finding cute little slimes. Like there's so much stuff to find in the world. Like so I hope that I get to see your random mixed slimes when you do it. Whenever you decide to mix them. I've only mixed two. Well, I've only made two different like big slimes so far. I've only made the big pink tabby, and I made the big like firefly one mixed with the honey. But that's all I've done so far. Let's see what I do. Alright, good night, Sam. Thank you so much for coming in, chilling out with us. Hope you have a good night. Hope you have had a good New Year's Eve and all that good stuff. guys too. Wow, it's so hot right now up here. I'm kind of dying. I'm gonna have to text my mom next to like turn the heat down, because oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I know I'm not even gonna be playing for that much longer, but I'm like literally starting to sweat. And it's so hot. It's like, I feel like I can't even breathe. Because, like, my mom gets super hot, and then my dad gets super cold. So I can't ever win in this house. Because, like, one moment my mom is super hot, so she turns the heat all the way down, and I'm freezing. And then my dad is super cold, so he turns the heat all the way up. And then I'm dying. And my room is basically in the attic. So no matter what, my room is usually pretty warm. So I can always tell when, like, it's really, like, cold downstairs, because that's when my room is cold, and I'm just like, yeah, you guys must be freezing. So I attempt to keep my room at, like, a temperature where I can at least just wear a short sleeve top. Because usually that means that, like, they're okay downstairs too. But, like, whenever I'm, like, in my t-shirt and I'm dying, I know that it's just, I can't. They'll survive if I turn the top. Okay, but I almost played Outer Wilds tonight, but I only decided against it because my head wasn't fully there, and I 100% want to enjoy that game. I'm like really excited to play it. So I think that will be the next game I start. Which I think I said at the beginning of the stream. But I think I'm gonna do Outer Wilds, and then while I'm playing Outer Wilds, I'll probably start on like Origins too, or something, and play them both. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. But there's still so many slimes that I don't have. And that's where I get confused. I still don't even think I have all the worlds unlocked. I think there's still like one more area that I need to climb. So my sister, as one of her like Christmas gifts that she did, she got us all like gourmet popcorn, and it was so good that she ordered another box of it because she couldn't get enough of it, and then neither could we. So she came over for New Year's, the box came, so we got a whole bunch more popcorn, which is what you see me eating. This is like gourmet stuff. It's so good. This was just the kettle corn one, but there's like they had caramel and the zebra popcorn, which is so good. It's just, I think it's caramel and chocolate, but it's delicious. It's so good. So there's that. Imagine wasting your time to allow like these little ones that look like cats already to eat a tabby cat floor. Like, that is just the most boring combo I've ever seen. I would have ever noticed. Like, what would be the point? Like, I honestly don't even really too much about my big pink tabbies anymore. Like, I'm just kind of like, I feel like I want something cuter. And I kind of I want to combine the crystal ones with something, but I don't know what I want to combine it with yet, because they still, like, I've kind of gotten to see how they look with other ones, and they don't thrill me. Like, the only one I'd want to combine it with would just be completely treacherous, and I would not trust myself to have them. And it would be, what is it? It would be with the phase ones, the ones that look like holograms, the yellow ones. Like, those look like they would probably be cute with the crystals, but I don't trust it. So I probably won't do it. Because then imagine that, like, you have the phase ones that phase out of the cages. But on top of that, now when they phase out of their cages, they might even still, like, leave crystal shards everywhere all over the room, but they're all just, like, holographic or something. Like, that just does not seem good. Almost. I'll have to come back for 3. Just for 3. Wonder if I can do any upgrades, actually. I'm gonna check it. I don't think there are, because I haven't gotten any prompts for an upgrade yet. I got gourmet popcorn yesterday. I got banana pudding. Oh, nice. I actually don't like banana pudding, but I've noticed I'm not like a big pudding person anyway. Like pudding, custards, all that stuff. Like, aside from cheesecake, that's like my only exception. And I'm not big on like those types of things. And I think for me, like, and I could feel the kernel that I got stuck in my tooth now. Oh, great. Ah! Oh, it hurts. Alright, whatever. I'll get it out after stream. But, part of the reason why I don't like banana pudding is because, like, whenever you have vanilla wafers in there, I don't like when they get soggy, and they always get soft in there to me. I don't like it. It's like, I like soft cookies, but not like that. Ah! Dang it. Back over here. I'm gonna have to get it out. Oh, you did it. Got it. I did it. Oh, there's still a piece of it. It's just like one of those things where, like, you know that if you take another bite, it's gonna get pushed more in. Like, that's how it feels. Which is why I just keep going back to it. Oh, I got a thing of mail. We'll read that when you go to my house. Alright. It's not coming out until I brush my teeth. I can feel it. I say as I eat more. I just fell off a cliff and lost all the stuff I picked up. No! Yeah, basically, because I spent one day just reading the codex, and pretty much you can go in water in this game, but what they did to make it make sense of the sea is that the water around the island is not actual water. So that's why you die when you go into the ocean instead of when you go into ponds, because the ponds are actual water. In the sea, it's like this other type of stuff that you can't go into. So supposedly when you drop a slime in there, they just phase into the water and they can go back to land eventually. So the water's toxic. That's what they said, to make sure you don't go out of bounds. That's what they did. I didn't know you lose your stuff. I almost fell off a cliff, but I didn't, thankfully. Thankfully I didn't. Alright, that's all of those. I'm just gonna get rid of these now so I can just go and get more of them. Is your stuff like close to where you fell after you like come back to life or whatever? Because I've never technically died in this game yet. Oh yeah, there's just like too many ports. Like, there's not even enough room for all of these ports. Like, if anything, I need to just collect these ones so that I can find... Oh, there's water under... I've never looked underneath this. Oh. This is literally... Oh, okay, I see what they did. That's cool. Lord. Oh yeah, I still gotta get the rest of the Phaz ones. I didn't get any of those, I don't think. Finish getting the radon ones, and then I'll go and get the other ones. I don't think so unless I missed it. Oh, that sucks. Try not to fall off any cliffs this time. So that you don't die. Alright. So the thing that I want to make, and I haven't gotten the resource. I don't think I have the resources for it yet. But the thing I want to make is I want to make a teleporter thingy, because I really want to set up a teleporter inside of like the cave and inside of the other areas, so that I could get these, so that I can start to just throw ports into it, and then it just teleports next to the plort machine. That way I don't have to like keep running back and forth all the time. Because that would be nice. Alright. No, I think I have a teleporter already over here. I just don't have the stuff I need for it yet. Drone, warp tech. So pink plort, steep brine, hexacomb, strange diamond. A savage gadget that allows you to remotely yeah, this is the thing that I need. Because I don't have any of this stuff. Oh. Well, this would be convenient. Maybe that's what I'll go for. So then I could just set it inside of the cave and not even have to worry about having to do a whole teleporter thing. Just gonna try our best to get all of these things in there, because usually what happens is I end up doing the stuff for the radiation ones and I just never finish it, and that's why they like add up so much too. Plus I just have way too many in there. I don't know why I got so like I just hoarded them all. I took so many of them for some reason. So there's just 50,000 forts that they make. Like, I really had no business taking so many of them. Finally! That is what I like to see. Alright, so I'm gonna get rid of these, and then I'm gonna go make sure there's none of the other ones that I need on the other side. And then we should be good. We should be set. Alright. Let's see if there's anyone else that has some ports. Because basically my thing that I try to do is I just get them down to 0 once. And then I don't go back to them. Because if I do keep going back, I'll never ever stop collecting plorts. Like, I'll just be collecting them for ages. Alright, and did I finish getting all of you guys here? I know I didn't get the puddle ones. Look, and now look at you. You got ports on the outsides. Wait, that's not what I want. Wrong thing. They're both yellow. I got confused. Yeah, we didn't finish. This was the one we were supposed to come back to. And we didn't do it. Okay, so we're gonna get these guys here. I just love that their toy is the little rubber ducky. Like, they like it because it keeps them company. Because they're so shy. I'm gonna take some more. Alright. As soon as you're able to get the water jet or whatever it is, Candy, please make sure you fill it up. Have water on you at all times. Always. In this game. Because that's what kills the stupid little star monsters. Alright. I'm gonna come back and get rid of the rest of the quantum ones. I'm probably gonna have to do another run over there because it's not gonna be enough. Like, there's still gonna be so many. I have too much money. I am way too much money. I mean, technically, I don't, because, like, I'm probably gonna need it when I finally am able to start building things, but God, I need so many resources to build the stuff. It's like such a chore. Look at y'all starting to warp stuff. Like, what are y'all doing over there? That must be what they do when they're upset. Do I have a radio in here? Oh yeah, I do have a radio. And you guys are just mad. You need food. That's probably what it is. They ran out. Look at this. We started and it was daytime. It was the morning. And it is night. It's so late now in this game. Like, that's why I'm like, at this point, collecting all of my stuff takes so long. It's a true chore to do now. Sometimes I'd rather feed them than actually pick up all the plorts. Until I get that plort collector that I can place in other areas, it's just so difficult. Hopefully this is the last run for doing this. That is my hope, at least. Because you guys are really upset with me. Look, you guys have food. Like, what is your problem? Why are y'all so mad? Like, you guys need to relax. Take a chill pill or something. Not even that serious. I just don't want them. I just want all of the points. I don't feel like having them, like, disappear. Alright, fine. Go. I'm good now. Now I've got everything. I think I have everything I need. Alright. And I loosely stayed to my schedule. It's like almost 11:30, so it's pretty good. Pretty good for what we thought was gonna happen. Alright, let's just read this thing. Let's read what he said. Listen to him. Thanks, Bia. I never knew you felt that way. I picture you out there on a safari, avoiding the clutches of lions on the savannah, riding elephants across raging rivers, and then, as you sit under the stars at night, your weathered hand opens up a locket and there's a picture of me inside. And then your loyal chimpanzee companion gives you a somber, knowing look. Is that accurate? Well, for what it's worth, I missed you too when I was in LA. That bar was just awful, but at least I got some stage time. Casey. P.S. The chimp's name was Colonial Bananas. Good old Casey. I'm guessing was her boyfriend. No, I think that was her friend, because he kept saying that he wished that he said something to her. I think. But we're gonna call it a night. We're gonna call it a night. I think we did a good amount of stuff today. Played 2 games, technically. And we will play back on Monday. I don't know what we're gonna play. We'll play something. So we will see what it is. Let me just come out so I can go into the saves. Okay, cool. But on that note, I'm gonna say Happy New Year again. I hope that everybody had a good New Year's Eve. I hope everybody had a good New Year's Day. I hope that 2021 is gonna be good. And also, while you guys are here, I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody who's followed, everybody who's been here, everybody who's kind of been around during the year, whether like they came in when I first started or if you just joined today. Like, you guys really help make the community what it is, and I'm honestly still in shock that there's even like 250 of you guys here, which is just wild to me. And I just really hope that 2021 just gets even better, we grow, we get even stronger, all of that stuff. And I just want to say thank you, because you guys help make the community what it is. And I'm going to, and I know I keep saying it, but this year, which we are starting this month, we're going to start doing some community things, whether it's the community art thing, which I am going to post about, I think tomorrow. I think I'm going to start to write it up today. We're going to start doing some community little art events. We're going to start doing some community game nights and things like that, just ways to get you guys part of it, and so I can even play with you guys and get to know you guys a little bit more. So like we said before, if you would like to join the Discord and know when all of that stuff is happening, you can feel free. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'll always let you guys know when things are going to happen anyway. But thank you a lot. Happy New Year. Hope 2021 is good, and I will see you on Monday. So peace.